Hello guys, I'm making my own game, but I faced a problem regarding assigning scene references in Unity Inspector. Only way to reference scene is either by scene name or build index, which can change anytime throughout the project. And each time that happens, you need to change scene names and build index in your code. So solution was to build my own property drawer which can support referencing scene directly. So how we do this? So it's a very simple, very short code, right? So first of all, you need to build a custom data type of scene field, right? Which will handle our data logic, right? And normal logic and our data set. So if you go, it's a very plain C# class named scene field, right? And it's it has a custom attribute of system.serializable because it need to be serializable to show into the show in inspector, right? Unity inspector. So we have a two field, right? So one is scene asset object for holding the reference of any object, and then we have another field for storing our scene name, right? And then we have a property for scene name to which is a public property, so for accessing. And I created this implicit operator for string, so I don't have to manually do this object dot scene name everywhere I want the scene name. So I created implicit operator. So if so it will cast my scene field to string automatically wherever it is needed, right? So this is the small data which we are holding, and small. And now what we're gonna do is we'll make editor folder, and in this editor folder we'll create our property drawer for scene field, right? So we define custom property drawer for scene field, and we'll name it scene field property drawer, right? And then we'll override this onGUI method in which we start our property by calling this begin property and end property method, right? Once you do that, you have to reference both fields which we define in our scene field class, right here. So for that, we'll use property.find property relative method, and we'll find it by name, right? So here, if you can see, we have scene asset name and scene name. So that's what we are doing here, right? So we are finding these names, finding this property by via name using property serialized property methods. Then we'll draw a label here. So it's a pretty simple thing. We are using editor GUI functionality prefix label method to draw our label, and this label will be given to you in this method, right? So it is, and if you don't know what this label is, so whenever you type this scene field and here your variable name, this variable name will used as your will be used as your label, right? So variable name will be used as your label, it will be drawn, and then we'll check if scene asset is not null, and then we'll draw our object field, right? So we'll use editor GUI dot object field to draw our object field, and we want the type of object to be scene asset, right? So this is provided by Unity. So when you create your scene in asset in your assets, this is the format in which your scene is, right? So scene asset has all the information about the scene, so it will have its name and other the data also, other metadata. Okay, and then we'll check if our object reference value is not null. So basically we have something assigned to our scene asset field, right? And if we have assigned something, that means we'll cast into scene asset, and we'll take it name and we'll store it into scene name dot string value. So this is the power of serialized property. You can actually set your values from the property drawer, from the serialized property. So we'll pass uh, a scene asset dot name into the string value, and that's it. So this will give you your property drawer inspector, which will look like this, right? Introduction scene, you can pass your you can just reference scene. I can't do anything else, right? So that's why we have provided the scene type, so we can only pass scene assets. And how will this work is you can just define your fields here, and then you can use into any kind of function you want. So currently I'm loading this particular level, and I have a method called async load level, which kind of loads the label as asynchronously and shows loading bar and stuff, and it will take a string, right? So here you can see it is taking a string as a parameter, right? But here I'm passing a scene field, so that this is where our implicit operator, string operator, comes into the play and automatically cast our scene field into the scene name property, right? So it will call automatically the scene name property and it will convert it into a string. So I hope you liked it, and I hope your problem is also solved by this thing. And if you want more videos, more tutorial like this, subscribe and comment down below what you want in your next tutorial. Thank you.